Springtime in Hood. Today's not one of those sexy runs. You know, a lot of times I will be out in the mountains showing nice terrain, nice trails. Today's drills and hills. So as I mentioned in the last video, it's gonna be a while since I'm on trails. Now I'm running around the hood. The neighborhood trails are all mush and just not good for running. So I'll be hitting the bike path quite a bit this spring and gonna hit the track for the first time this coming week. Snow's melting quickly though. That way's north. Up there's Grand Teton National Park, and on a sunny day you can actually see the resort from our house, and the Grand Teton would be staring us in the face right now. Did a lot of videos on Cadence last year that sparked lots of questions. We're gonna dive into some drills that you can do to improve your cadence, but maybe more importantly, how important the core is for our cadence. And here's Flat Creek, building some steam, building some melt out. Out here's all the trail system I hit in the summertime. That won't open until May 1. Adams Canyon Ridge, nice climb there, or up through the gut. That's what I'll be hitting all summer. Right out from the home. May 1 can't come soon enough. It's a better shot of all the trails up and over into Snow King. Good shot of the range, right across the street from home. The geese and the swan are loving the ice melt. A little bit of paddle power today. Just a nice warm up before drills. So when we're looking at increasing our cadence and improving our cadence, this is a neuromuscular type of training, meaning we got to train the brain to help you improve your cadence, make your cadence faster, and that requires getting off the ground very quick and using your elastic energy to help you to have quicker cadence. Okay, so my drills, and I'm going to do a drill today that allows you to maybe see what type of improvement you need to make, and also it is a wonderful drill to help you train your lower abdomen. Okay, too much emphasis is placed on the six-pack, our core, the six-pack stomach. The lower abdomen is extremely important and extremely important to train. So the drill I'm going to do is, again, like all my drills, they're not only a diagnostic to see where you need to improve, but they are also the corrective action to have that improvement made. Okay, so use this drill. It's a very simple drill to, again, help you improve your cadence and getting off your feet. And at the end of this video, I will also post my complete library of drills that I have my athletes use to help with strength, cadence, elastic energy, explosion. Okay, so see that, but I'm just going to pick one exercise today for you to try to see where you're at, but also then let it be a corrective action for training your lower abdomen. I'm also going to add at the end of the video 2 core exercises you can do at home that train your lower abdomen. Okay, again, your lower ab is extremely important to help you control your legs, to stabilize, and to have quick, explosive power, but also using that elastic energy. So when we're talking about cadence, we're spending less time on the ground, and that's the key with cadence. It's not something that you can just decide to have quicker cadence. We need to train it neuromuscularly, okay? So again, at the end of the video, 2 core exercises to help train the lower abdomen. One's a more beginner type of exercise that you can make as difficult as you want. The second exercise is more advanced. All right, let's get into the drill. Okay, this is a super easy drill. Visually, it's more challenging than it looks. All we are is bounding on both legs, making the movement as quick as possible. We don't want to take long, slow movement, and we're not looking to jump or hop as far as possible. We're looking to make the hop as quick off the ground as possible. Notice how I use my arms. My arms are helping me engage my lower abdomen, okay? So the arm movement that I'm getting with this exercise in this drill is extremely important to help you fire and utilize your lower ab to help you quickly get off the ground. And that's, again, the key of this drill, is not to hop or leap as far as you can, but to make shorter, more quick type of movements where your landing is always underneath you, just like you're running. So as you're focused on using your arms for torque, notice how that torque helps you fire your core and your lower abdomen. And maybe even focus on it. If you start to feel it in the back, you're not engaging your core as well as you should. So let the arm movement be nice and quick, just like your hopping is nice and quick, and then focus on using your core to create that power to help you get off your feet as quickly as possible. And notice how I'm keeping my legs relatively straight and there's not a huge bend in them like a squat. It's not a standing broad jump where I'm squatting down as far as I can and jumping as far as I can. There's hardly any movement with my leg action. Again, similar to running, we want to use elastic energy. So now that I've done my drills, I'm going to use this neuromuscular training and take it into some pickups or moderately fast sprints. So I'm training my brain in a more functional manner to running, actual running, what I call strength running. And again, how we can train our strength, our core, while we're out running. So I'm doing the drill first and then reinforcing that drill, the muscle activation I got, with some sprints. So I'm doing 10 by 20 seconds at a moderately fast, relaxed speed, building my speed throughout, okay? And I'm seeing it, I'm viewing this as strength training. So the key to this is I'm using the speed to help me with my elastic energy and to get off my feet quickly from a cadence perspective. The faster I run, the more I utilize my elastic energy in the muscles, my springs and my arch and my calf to help spring me forward. That's elastic energy, okay? And the faster we run, the more we utilize that. So that's the purpose of today. It's not so much the speed, even though that's good, but it's the strength and the neuromuscular training from the speed that's helping us train our body to fire and utilize elastic energy quicker to help our cadence when we're running easier. Okay, so you got to keep these 10, 15, 20 seconds in length, so they're relatively fast. Anything longer is you're just not utilizing the elastic energy as well. And so that's just kind of the purpose of the day, okay? The further you go, the slower you will go, and that's not the purpose of today. Okay, before we move on to the next one, that's my 10, 20-second efforts. Fast and relaxed, building speed. The key with these, aside from building your speed to fast, is that you need to get a lot of recovery after each, 2 to 3 minutes. So again, this is not a cardiovascular type of workout. We're training the neuromuscular system. Therefore, we want a lot of rest so you're fresh, or relatively fresh for each one, and you're able to do each one really, really well. We're not looking for a lot of fatigue through less rest. All right, we've done our drills, we've done our speed. Now we're taking it to a short little hill and kind of doing a similar thing as we did with the speed work, but now uphill, to again utilize our core for strength, power, elastic energy to help with our cadence. So with this, it's almost more of a drill. Is that first I have my athletes do the hill. Again, this is going to be short. Doesn't have to be super steep, but it's going to be, again, kind of in that 20-second range. And I'm going to run them with my hands behind my head. So again, I'm taking my hands out of it, and you can begin to feel the engagement with your core, specifically your lower abdomen, to create that power and to create, now that we're going uphill against gravity, it's going to even challenge us more with getting off our feet quickly to help us with our cadence. Okay, and the reason why I do everything in this order, drills, flat and fast, then hills, is because the drills turn all our muscles on from a neuromuscular standpoint. Okay, it's almost like the nervous system's warm-up to enforce everything that we want to train. Then we take that training, the brain training, into our speed work, so our muscles are used to using them in a way that we want to use them for the speed work. Then the speed work, because it's flat and fast, continues to train the neuromuscular system for the hills. Now we're working against gravity, okay, but our muscles are used to firing really, really quickly and rapidly from the drills and the flat speed. So now we're taking that to the hills and the muscles are really ready. So do everything in this order, really important. Okay, when you're doing them behind the head, make sure you don't lean forward and lead with your shoulders. Lead with your core, your hips, okay? You don't want to lean back either, okay? Just nice and neutral, and think about providing power from your lower abdomen and propelling yourself forward through your hips. And let the arms rock back and forth a little bit. That's a natural movement that will help you engage each side of your core and hip flexor. Put your hip flexors on stretch, which is extremely important for forward propulsion. Okay, done six by 20 seconds, hands behind the head. Now I'm gonna do 6 by 20 seconds with normal arms, reinforcing everything that we've been doing in a more natural, using the arms for propulsion movement and putting everything together on the hill. I've got my stride power meter. So on the hill, I'm building to kind of my VO2 max plus wattage. So I'm really getting some good, powerful movement running uphill. Yeah, so I'm going Going over 400 watts here. So that's good. Feel really good. Everything's humming. Everything's firing well from everything we've done up to this point. So I feel really, really good. For a workout like this on the hills, I really like to use watt as a target. So I'm kind of gauging my effort on that first few and looking at my peak wattage and then trying to target that peak wattage for the remainder of the set so I remain consistent. Whew. All right, 8 by 20-second hills with normal arms. My 9th one, my power dropped almost by 20 wattage. And so I ended it there. I don't want to start working harder, slower, especially with a neuromuscular workout. We don't want to do harder but slower. So I'm ending it there. And now the last component of this workout, and no less important, I'm going to go out for about 30 minutes nice and easy around the neighborhood, just like my warm-up, and reinforcing everything that I've trained the brain for. Okay, so the drills, the speed, and the hills reinforced everything from a cadence perspective that we're talking about today, that now going out for a nice easy flat run reinforces everything that we've trained, turned everything on, and now my brain will want to be firing my legs much quicker on my easy run, which will then train my brain, my legs, the nervous system to fire my legs and my cadence much quicker. Let's go. And don't think too much about it now. Nice and easy. Just let your brain take over. The muscles are already firing really quickly right now. So just let everything fall together and don't think too much. And what you'll start to notice is that now all your muscles are firing really quickly. You're gonna wanna speed up. So try to avoid speeding up, but feeling how you naturally have a little bit smoother ride with better cadence should naturally take over, okay? But try not to speed up too much. So this might not seem like a very long or hard workout, but when I get my 30 minutes easy run in to finish up, this will be a 90-minute workout, and I'm feeling like I've really, really worked the whole body, strength running, okay? All right, I'm gonna finish up. Give us a try for your cadence, and also stay tuned for those 2 core workouts for home. All right, later.